Hi there, it's Tanya. I'm coming from my page Botanically today. The same I do every single Thursday for my continued education about essential oils. It is my absolute passion to be able to teach people about how they work, number one, the science behind them, in other words. And I always try and make it as simple as possible, because even though I like all the sciencey words, I know a lot of us actually don't understand most of them, especially when we've not been in the industry for that long, or we've been out of the industry for quite a while. So welcome. I can see there's already people logging in. Fantastic. Welcome to my class today. I can see Yolandi's in. Hi, Yolandi, as well as Unli. Fantastic. Really enjoy all the people coming in regularly every Thursday to up their essential oil education. So we're on my Botanically page, an alchemy of soothing botanic ingredients. And if you enjoy the content, please remember, share the love, okay? And also with those that you know that might benefit from the information as well. Really passionate about teaching people, so get the word out there. Maybe there's someone as passionate as I am in receiving the information. So yes, let's get started. I think a hot topic at the moment is something called antioxidants. There's a lot of people that are doing a lot more research, especially now that they have more time, or they really are just fired up in finding out about how they can improve their own health and well-being. And remember, health is not a, we can use this essential oil and make things better, or we can eat that whole food and make things better. It's all about doing things quite holistically. And that'll be quite apparent in today's lesson again as well. So, we got more people coming in. Alison, hi, welcome. Jerry's just joined, fantastic. Oh, Skinny too, you are there. And Rob, I hope Rob is doing well. I can see your smiley face, but I can't see his smiley face. So thank you guys for coming in today, my regulars. And then also I do see some new faces. So if you're a newbie to my page, please just let us know who you are and where you're from. And also what you find interesting about antioxidants, because who knew that essential oils have the absolute beautiful benefit of supporting you holistically for your emotions, but more than that, they can support your body with the antioxidant support that it needs too. All right, so let's get straight into that. So why antioxidants? Okay, this is, as I said, a hot topic. And the reason it's become a hot topic is as we grow older, our body's ability to produce its own antioxidants decline, okay? As with everything else, as we get older, the collagen goes, the bone density goes, our ability to take up nutrients from the whole foods that we're eating because we're producing less enzymes, all of those things start declining as we age. Oh, my cousin Ricky is all the way in from the Netherlands as well. So glad I'm able to have a great audience all across the world. And as we grow older, obviously we've got to start supporting our bodies a little bit better. And it's not that difficult. It's small steps that you take on a daily basis, but we do need to do it holistically. So we've got to do a couple of things together to reach that wholesome state of wellness and health. All right, so the first thing we need to look at is what is causing our bodies, or why do we need antioxidants, number one, and what causes your body to not have the amount of antioxidants that it needs. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is obviously, as I said, the aging, because everything declines and breaks down and there's less of it. Okay, more than that, toxins. So the pollutants in the air that we breathe and the toxins that are around us that we are exposed to every single day. Things like stress. We all know stress is quite a big concern in our everyday things and what we do, whether we work full-time, whether we have kids full-time, whether we're trying to juggle 5 different jobs at the same time. Stress is a really relevant thing that actually breaks down quite a lot of things in your body. So besides the fact that it raises your cortisol levels and that shuts down your T-cell response in your immune system in your body, more than that, stress actually is quite damaging as well because of the free radicals. So there's these things that we call reactive oxidative species, okay, and ROS. So if you start reading some scientific things, it's ROS, ROS, okay. Oh, Carrie Ann's just joined in. Welcome. And this reactive oxidative stress or species that we talk about, they can be things like free radicals, peroxides, lipid peroxides, or even heavy metals. There's quite a few people that have quite extensive health effects due to heavy metal contamination, especially if you're working in an industry where you're being exposed to heavy metals all the time. So because of these toxins, okay, and the stress and the lack of sleep that we're enduring and all those kind of things, our bodies really do take a heavy punch. So we do have to try and support it. And I'm going to talk specifically about glutathione today because glutathione is the most abundant antioxidant in our body. We even have Saskia in from Australia. Hello. Welcome for joining. Thank you. And glutathione, we naturally produce glutathione in our bodies. But obviously, if we are experiencing too many of the stressful conditions, or we are on medications that are going to cause toxic side effects, or we're going through a really stressful period in our lives, or we're just generally not coping in life, what they have found is, especially in people who've got chronic diseases or in chronic inflammatory conditions, those that have cells proliferating quite uncontrollably, all of these conditions, so the non-communicable conditions, so not caused by a virus, not caused by bacteria, but the general health challenges that people deal with due to poor health style choices, in all of those people, they tend to find that the glutathione concentration is a lot lower than what they expect, because our bodies are simply not able to cope with the amount of glutathione or the antioxidant that it needs to produce. And what glutathione is in layman's terms, if I can explain it to you in an analogy, it's like a sticky flypaper. So glutathione is like what we call a tripeptide. And a tripeptide is 3 peptides, pieces put together, and it's made up of cysteine, glycine, and glutamic acid. All right, so those 3 things together is, there goes my cousin Vicky, got interrupted. Sorry, her data interrupted her ability to watch today's class. Remember, there's a replay. I always load it to my channel, and I will post the link for it in the comments after this video as well. So you're very, very free to come and watch the replay again and go and make some comments. But this tripeptide, it's like sticky flypaper. So what it does in your body is it just mops up the free radicals. So what free radicals are is literally these damaging molecules, because they try and scavenge or steal free electrons from the proteins or somewhere in your body or even your genetic material. So it damages as it steals that free electron in its because it's always seeking to stabilize itself, because everything in nature tries to come back into balance. And the same with these poor free radicals. I know they're not that good for us, but they're just trying to balance themselves out. Okay, so how they do that is they steal an electron from somewhere else, and then that whatever is left is then damaged. Okay, so what we need to do is to have enough antioxidants that can then stabilize or detoxify what we call these xenobiotics or other chemicals, so that they can become stable again. And the beautiful thing about monoterpenes and sesquiterpenes, which are chemical constituents in essential oils, what they do is, how they look is, there's quite a few rings, all right, between carbons. There's also a lot of double bonds, and because of their chemical structure, it gives them the ability to then stabilize these free radicals, because they can give them a lone electron. All right, and in the process, they stabilize it. So glutathione obviously is a molecule that is able to quench or to stabilize or to mop up like flypaper, and it sticks to these free radicals. And then it goes through a recycling process where the glutathione that's now got these free radicals attached to it is then obviously recycled so that your body can use it again. But it's an absolutely beautiful chemical process. And besides the fact that essential oils can help, there's obviously a lot of things in your life that you need to do holistically to be able to increase glutathione production in your body. So if you're seriously diabetic, obviously you can take a glutathione supplement, but most people are actually very equipped to be able to make their own glutathione by just upping the good things that they eat in their life. So whole foods that contain glutathione as such. So obviously you can start eating foods that contain the cysteine and the glutamine and those kind of things on their own as well. But foods that are really rich in glutathione, the antioxidant itself is asparagus, something I really love, also grow it in my garden, and the cold weather we're having now is excellent for that, because if they don't experience frost, they don't actually give us all those beautiful asparagus spears, okay? And yes, it is a long time nurturing baby, because asparagus needs to grow for at least 3 or 4 years before they're thick enough for you to eat. So if you've got patience like I do for your garden, then obviously grow your own organic asparagus. avo, really good. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, spinach, broccoli, garlic, chives, tomatoes, cucumber, even almonds and walnuts, okay? And what you can see there is it's the highly cruciferous vegetables, because glutathione is a sulfur molecule, okay? So all the foods that contain sulfur, this is the cruciferous veg, obviously, all of those things do contain quite a large amount of glutathione, so upping that into your diet is a really good start, okay? And then obviously you can come and add some essential oils to support your body to increase or balance out or stabilize and support your body to produce more glutathione. So the alkenes, which is a functional group that we find in essential oils, we've got monoterpene alkenes, and we also have sesquiterpene alkenes. So basically the monoterpene and the sesquiterpene alkenes are very well known for their antioxidant properties because of their chemical structure. So remember, it's the carbons, and there's a lot of rings, and there's in a lot of spaces in this chemical molecule between the carbons, there's these double bonds, okay? And that allows them the property to accept these lone electrons from the free radicals, which actually makes them unstable. So it just takes those electrons from them and it stabilizes those molecules, which means they don't need to steal the electrons from your own proteins or from your genetic material, and in the end cause havoc and cause cell proliferation that happens uncontrollably, and the cells don't go into programmed cell death. We all know that what that leads to. So obviously, having these chemical constituents in essential oils is really beneficial, because then you can use them to support your body. So when you use these monoterpene or sesquiterpene alkenes that we find in the essential oils aromatically, they've got very unique and pleasant fragrances. So the ene in the alkene should be an indication we're thinking of things like limonene. What are they high in? In all the citrus oils, and we all know how absolutely beautiful and uplifting the citrus oils are. So basically those are in the monoterpenes. Those are the smaller molecules that are actually very efficient at penetrating the cell membranes in your body and getting inside the cells. So monoterpenes are very uplifting, inspiring, and they encourage feelings of exhilaration and refreshment. So by using them aromatically, you're getting these alkenes, okay? And also they're really going to uplift your mood, because they really are pleasant fragrances, and that ene is in the end of limonene. Okay, so that's how you're going to remember that. Oh, we've still got more people coming in. Fantastic. Hi, Svenja and Virginia. Virginia, thank you for joining in, as well as Kobus van Tonner. Hello. Glad you guys could join. If you missed the start of this class, obviously, continued education, always just go back to my channel. I will put the link below as soon as it's been uploaded for you to go and watch the replay. Okay. And then basically, if we look at the sesquiterpene alkenes, the sesquiterpenes are very soothing oils. So they help alleviate emotional and physical issues. They help to reassure and console. So if you're going to use them aromatically, then obviously there's a lot of benefits in there because of their pleasant fragrances. And as you can see now, quite a soothing and calming, but also uplifting and inspiring, depending on which ones you're going to be using. Oh, I can see a lot of hearts coming. I wonder who that came from. Send some more. Maybe we can see. I don't know. Maybe the comment's going to show me where all the love is being shared from. All right, so let's move over to topical, because topical is obviously a firm favorite in how to use essential oils, because the monoterpenes are really teeny tiny and they're fat loving, so they can get inside your cells really easily. Topical, they offer a lot of antioxidant benefits for the skin and the tissues. Now, this is going to be really beneficial because of all the chemicals and toxins that actually penetrate and get onto our skins. You need the antioxidants there as well to be able to stabilize them so they don't damage your cells and the proteins in the cells. Okay, so internal, if you are using essential oils that do carry the food label, and that's quite important, okay, never use any essential oils if they don't state on the label this is safe for ingestion, or that you can add it to food for cooking. In other words, that it is something that you can add beneficially, because if it doesn't state that and it only says for topical or aromatic use, please know that there might be something else in there that's not that good for you. And you are probably going to cause more harm than good, okay? So always read the labels. I'm really, really good at reading labels because of all my food sensitivity, so just check that out. But if you do have essential oils that are able to be used internally, they are going to obviously offer quite a lot of benefits for antioxidants inside your body. So they can assist with antioxidant support for your internal organs, and they may also support your nervous system, your immune system, your digestive system, reproductive, integumentary, as well as circulatory system. So these essential oils really pack a punch, hey? Quite a lot of holistic benefits altogether there when they fall into the alkene functional group section. So oils that are high in the monoterpene alkenes are things like frankincense, Douglas fir, blue tansy, and then obviously lemon, wild orange, and all your other citrus oils because they're high in limonene. Those are monoterpene alkenes. Okay, if we then switch over to the bigger molecules, so those are generally the ones that don't necessarily always get inside your cells, but it's like a lock and key. So basically how it works is when your proteins in your body fold, then there's obviously like these little holes, and then these the sesquiterpene alkenes that are larger molecules can have protein interactions because then they do through receptor docking. They'll go into like a lock and a key. They go into that little hole in the protein, and they can cause whatever needs to happen with protein-protein interaction, all right? So oils that are high in sesquiterpene alkenes are ylang-ylang, one of my absolute favorites, black pepper, copahiba or copaiba, depending on how you want to pronounce it, melissa, as well as ginger. Right, so all in all, quite a lot of beneficial oils. If they are in the alkenes group, whether they're a monoterpene or a sesquiterpene, really good and beneficial effects to support your body's antioxidant production, all right? And that's obviously going to get you to a state of better health because with more antioxidants, we are more able to deal with all the toxins that we get exposed to every single day, okay? And as with everything, it's not just body and mind and toxins, it's also mind as well. So remember, your mind needs to be detoxified as well. You can eat the best food in the world, you can live as organic as possible, but if your mind is thinking toxic thoughts, you're probably also going to end up with a diseased state, okay? And therefore essential oils are really beneficial because through the aromatic molecules and the chemical messages that pass your limbic or your olfactory nerve centers in the back of your nose, just below that bone over there, those molecules that go to your limbic brain, obviously they then have the ability to support your emotional mood as well. Okay, so all in all, essential oils are absolute magic. I love it. And not magic in a sense is mystical. They do have a science behind why they work so well. So hopefully you learned a little bit of extra science today and why they work. And now you know which oils to go and reach for to support your body with antioxidant production. Okay, frankincense, Douglas fir, blue tansy, lemon and wild orange amongst some of the citrus oils. There's obviously quite a few more. Ylang-ylang, black pepper, copaiba, melissa and ginger. And you can use them again aromatically for their pleasant fragrances and their mood support, topically as antioxidant support for your skin, the biggest organ in the body, and then internally if your bottle of essential oil actually says safe for ingestion. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did and you know someone that you would like to share this continued education with, please just send it on to them. I would really enjoy that because that is my passion, is educating about the science behind the oils. And hopefully I can catch you guys all next week, Thursday, again at noon for my next class on continued education with essential oils. Thank you for joining. Cheerio.